The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We have a real special treat for you here. And it's already getting weird in here already.
I don't understand what's being taken out of the box. I'm seeing What is that?
What's in the box? Okay, so here's what's going on. We have Adam here, and is it Jen also here as well from the World Oddities Expo at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center. And this is happening Saturday, and it's the first time ever this has been in Chicago. A lot of great convention stuff going on there at the Donald E. Stevens Center because there's a lot of cool things that some of our listeners are into.
I love all the different expos.
Yeah.
I'm kind of an expo nerd.
Yeah. Now, they're unloading stuff out of this box. Is that a ferret or a raccoon? Oh,
that's a goat.
Well, first let's get you on the area.
Come over to the microphone.
Hold on, Adam. I know you're unloading all this stuff. You just walked in here, and we wanted to make sure we got you on the air. So take those animals or things. Yeah, we'll move this mic over here. All right. Welcome, Adam. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Okay, what's going on? What is...
So before you do that with what you got on you've displayed here, just give us a good explanation of the World Oddities Expo this weekend and what people can see there, what's going on, everything.
The short answer of that is it's basically taking the coolest flea market you could imagine and stuffing it inside a series of DIY workshops for interesting activities and stuffing that inside of a carnival.
Okay.
So it's just kind of a magical, weird turducken.
Turducken. 'Tis the season.
I imagine you're a guy that probably was fascinated with like the Jim Rose Circus back in the day of Lollapalooza. Are you aware of that? I'm not sure your age range or not.
Thanks for blowing me up. I am pushing 40. I definitely know Jim Rose. He's an acquaintance. And several of his performers are acquaintances, if not, I dare say, friends now. Big fan of the sideshow, but my background is biology.
Okay.
And so I started collecting just responsibly sourced animals all my life, and then I ended up starting an actual freak show. Okay. So I specialize in structural teratology.
Whoa.
So
you got that, Kenzie?
Too many heads, not enough eyes, too many legs. I'm the guy.
Okay, so I have a question. We're looking at some odd things right now. Are these there's a two-headed animal. Was that just something that got sewed together, or was it actually two-headed?
There is two-headed animals on this table. I'm sorry that we're so far away in this booth.
Yeah, I'm very short. It's more of a me thing.
I don't judge. There is no gaff in the show. Back in the day, they would sew two things together, and they called it gaff taxidermy or rogue taxidermy. These are all real specimens. It is the study of the freak animal is known as teratology, which the root word comes from the Greek monstrosity, versus the definition for the word freak is a person, plant, or animal with a physical abnormality. So freak is actually a much more gentler term.
Well, now I get it.
Okay. Wait. I didn't know that actually happened. There's been two-headed dogs born?
Oh, about 1 in 20,000 animals and people will be born with a congenital anomaly, but they're not genetically viable most of the time. You have about a 1 in 3 million chance that creature, human or otherwise, would live past a week. And if it does live and it has no pain, we provide veterinary resources to keep it alive and happy as long as possible, and we buy the death rights to it.
Oh, my God.
So that people can learn when it goes its natural course.
So you're helping science and the future of the world.
Oh, conservation's a very important part, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a finite world, and we tend to forget it because there's not a lot of green in our immediate vision. You know?
Right.
Yeah, he's down here, in Streeterville with all the skyscrapers. But again, we're talking to Adam from the World Oddities Expo. It is the first time ever in Chicago at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center Saturday.
What is that? What's on a picture frame? What is that? Standing up looking at me. It's furry.
So we call this Mortimer. But Mortimer is a goat. He's a dwarf goat. Very much resembles a guinea pig.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like a guinea pig.
Yeah.
But he was a little goat. So he's abnormal because he was so small?
He's abnormal because he has dwarfism, one of 97 types of documented achondroplasia, and thusly has very small arms. And you can actually see this is what's called an omphalopagus conjoined twin.
Oh my God, what is that?
Okay, so omphalo in Latin is the belly, and so we cut this viewing window so you could see that there's just one heart. But if you actually look at the heads, you can see the natural shape of a goat's skull. You'll see it more later, but there's a much more streamlined skull to a bovid, like
Those are
like
goats?
a deer.
Because those are like, they're naked. That's why I'm asking that
They
question.
are
Because
naked.
they're naked. Like, no
That's-
fur.
Yeah. So
Well, people can't see. They can only hear.
We'll put a video up on Q101.com and on our social so you can see what we're all talking about.
What's
what
the
Adam's
deal with the
talking about.
goats? Do
Fair
goats have
enough.
more, why a lot of abnormal goats?
So it's kind of a lottery. The more we have, the more we have. So I get a lot of domestic livestock, but I also have, four-legged ostriches and things of that nature.
Four-legged ostriches.
I have a four-legged ostrich. I have a four-legged emu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange stuff.
They'd be fast as hell. They're already fast. Think
Yeah.
about that. Good Lord.
Two extra legs makes them faster.
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, I would bet.
What was your childhood like?
I was raised in Florida.
Yeah. Kenzie lived there for a
Hey,
little bit.
I know about that.
I know where. So normal people, for lack of a better term, enjoy sports, and I did love fishing, but the biodiversity of a subtropical climate was just out of this world. So I was cataloging all the insect and marine life, and there was just this magical world of nature that drew me to it, and got to play with the live animals, tried not to get eaten, and then started to begin my time and career as a preservator to be able to learn and preserve these specimens.
This is
Now,
wild.
I have to ask you, because you lived in Florida, and you're in a career where you interact with animals a lot, and sometimes strange people, I'm assuming, attached with it. Did you ever meet the Tiger King?
No.
Oh.
Or
And
Carol
not
Baskin?
not to spill any tea,
Uh-oh.
but once upon a time, I had an opportunity to purchase some items, and then when I kind of did like a refer a friend thing and said, "What do you know about this guy?" And they just said, "Don't. He's not for you."
Wow.
Because of some of his practices. It's not my bag.
Yeah.
The people I interact with absolutely love animals.
Oh,
They
interesting.
love them, and they bleed for them, and they smell like, goat poo for them, and they have no social lives for
Jen,
them.
do you smell like goat poo? No,
No,
she does-
Jen's
she-
really
yeah,
pretty
she's-
and adorable.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
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 Well, so one thing that we do is kind of like a self-care every so often.
Mm-hmm.
We'll throw on a Tivik suit, like biohazard suits, and we'll get $50 or $100 worth of produce, and we just go see my buddy that has a bunch of goats, and we just get mauled by goats.
No!
But again,
That's so cute.
yeah, the Tivik suit stops you from smelling like the goat poo.
That's a good call. That's a pro. That's a pro right there.
So again, we're talking to Adam, World Oddities Expo. If you're, listen, this stuff is fascinating, and it's the first time ever in Chicago. Monumental Oddities Extravaganza, and I assume that Donald Lee Stevens Convention Center is so big that this is going to be, a massive layout of stuff in there.
We're in 2 halls. So
Okay.
it's a little over 100 vendors, which is a sizable show. It's small businesses from across the world, or from across the,
America.
America mostly,
Yeah,
because international borders and wildlife can be tumultuous to travel. But yeah, sometimes, it can be something as innocuous as live edge cutting boards that end up in botany conversations. It's a series of different artisans and crafters. But the whole time during the stage, we have performances and sideshow and things of that nature. We have guest speakers. There is an entomologist. I believe she's doing a talk on bug sex, insect copulation.
Bug sex.
Yep. There is a true crime historian that's going to be doing some chit chats on
Kenzie's a true crime
somebody
addict.
somebody
Yeah.
horrible. Yeah, that's weird. That's
I'm
coming
the
from
weird
me.
one.
Yeah. Yep.
Not cool. I thought this was a safe place. That
right.
sucks.
Chicago has not felt I would call it safe. It feels very much like home. We're from Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strong and beautiful place, though.
Yeah, well, we're glad you're here, Adam. And again, thanks for stopping in. We'll have pictures and video of all this stuff he's brought in on Q101.com and our socials. The World Oddities Expo, first time ever in Chicago. Get your tickets. We'll put a link up also on our socials to go get them. And it's the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center. Thanks so much, Adam, for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. It was amazing to meet you both.
Oh, yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.